Hello and welcome back to me making art for my Animal Crossing planner. Today I just kind of have the Procreate recording because, like I said last week, I'm super busy with moving, and I just knew that like filming a video was not really going to happen this week, so I decided to just kind of chat with you guys while I am kind of finishing up just this piece, and kind of talk about just, life and stuff, check in, see how you guys are doing. This piece was, it was fun, but it was really challenging because it was a building, and buildings just have like a lot of parts to it. And even though I pretty much could just reference it pretty much completely from the game, it was still really challenging to kind of, make sure it was accurate and make sure everything was lining up how I wanted to. But like I said, I just want to keep challenging myself and keep doing things that are maybe a little bit difficult. So even though it was kind of a pain, I'm still really glad I did it. This one obviously, or maybe, I don't know, obviously is going to be January. So I thought it would be cute if they were putting up like a little sign or maybe taking it down because it's after the new year. And of course Isabel is doing all the work because of course she is. I think I really, the roof was pretty much the easiest part to do. After that, I was really struggling of trying to make everything symmetrical, and like the windows I think were the hardest part. Like I struggled with those windows like just so much. But eventually we got there, made it happen. I ended up, I think at some point I just like completely redrew it on one side and just started from scratch, and then copied it over to the other side to make sure it would be like both sides would be just how I wanted them to. So I feel like I'm doing digital art, a lot of people don't want to do little tricks like that where they just kind of like copy and paste things or like make things symmetrical. And I think to a certain extent it's good to challenge yourself, but like sometimes it's nothing wrong with using shortcuts, and you just gotta get the job done. So I'm trying to think what else to talk about next week. Right now I am currently in the midst of finishing packing. I've actually got pretty much everything packed except for like a few clothing items and some hangers and things like that. And all of my furniture has been loaded up and is ready to go. So next I just have to kind of finish loading everything in my car, and then taking it to my new apartment. I'm moving from Oklahoma City back to Houston, where I'm from. So that'll be exciting, although it's just kind of a weird time because a lot of things are changing right now. My current roommates are going back home. And I mean, I'm excited to be in Houston and live with my friends there, but definitely gonna miss all my buds in Oklahoma City. But it'll be okay. So I know I'll see them again someday. So that's kind of the main thing that's kind of on my mind right now. So it's kind of hard to think about things like the planner and this channel and stuff like that. So I am really excited to get settled so I can really focus on this and working on making my channel and the planner and everything like that. I'm hoping next week I can have a video that's not formatted this way, but I'm not 100% sure how it'll be yet. I might still have to do it this way depending on how the move goes and how quickly I can get everything set up in my new apartment. So it really all just depends. But I think it'll be good. I'm excited because I think when I get settled I'll be able to do things like start calling printers and figuring out how I'm going to really focusing on marketing the planner and getting people to see it. And then I can find people like how I'm going to print it and settle on a printer, and things like that. So I am really excited about that because that'll make it feel a little bit more solid and a little more real. But it did occur to me that now I have 1/4 of the illustrations done. So that's pretty cool. So only 9 more to go. That is still a large number, but it'll be good. And once I've picked a dimension, like I've said before, which I'll be able to do after I talk to a printer, I will be able to do this a lot quicker. So, because these illustrations are really big, probably do it like a postcard size, because I think that would be good to, because I can make like a set of postcard prints in case people want to buy those instead of just the planners. So that's kind of what I'm thinking right now. So I'm also really excited to start thinking about other things that I could make and sell once I've built up a little bit and I finish this product. and I have some ideas. I'm really excited to share those with you guys, but like nothing's really set in stone yet, so depends on when I do a little bit more research, but I'm really excited about it. I'd love to do things that aren't just like fandom stuff, you know. I really love doing things like this, but I also want to do my own stuff, so I think I can think of some pretty cute stuff. I don't know, I'm just kind of chatting with you. I'm hoping things are going well for you. I hope that you are not having to move right now. Moving is so stressful. If you are, you have my deepest sympathies. But I think that is pretty much it. Wrapping up the end of this illustration. Right now, I'm just kind of, I think next I'm just fixing the letters and adding the shading, because I just kind of like drew those in pretty quickly as like placeholders. I knew they weren't going to stay red. So just fixing those up and adding the shadow and a little bit of a different color, like I add like a bit of an overlay, and then the illustration is done. So let me know what you think of this one. I was pretty proud of how it turned out and the building, because that's not something I usually draw. I usually focus on characters. The fact that the environments are actually going pretty well, I'm pretty happy with that. So thank you so much for watching and supporting me. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye bye.